Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, wherever you may be in the world. This is By Hook or By Needles, and I am Sam. If you want to find out what I've been up to, and believe me, you want to know what I've been up to, it involves this. It might involve this, and it involves a very hungry caterpillar. Stay tuned for more information.
Hi, my name is Joey, and my mummy wants to know why you haven't subscribed yet. Come on, hit that button. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so what have I got planned, or what's going on? Well, it is the 3rd of February. Oh, February. Yeah, that came out a bit odd, didn't it? On the 1st of February, I started this one, which was the Rio Carnival. Is it just called the Rio Carnival? Yeah, Rio Carnival. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil Carnival. And today, I saw her head's a bit floppy, and I don't know why her head is floppy, because I put a rolled piece of cardboard in the neck like I always do, and I'm thinking maybe I didn't stuff the body enough. But all the same, here she is. Don't know what the light's like. She is done. Now you're saying, but Sam, she doesn't look done. There's no feathers coming out of her butt. There's a reason. As you can see, the feathers are a bit floppy. If I put the feathers on her back, all that's going to happen is they're just going to fall down. And the way to avoid that, according to the directions, is to use glue and water and stiffen it. Now I've got this excellent stuff. I don't know what it looks like. It's backwards, but maybe it's not. It's called from the company Glue, and it's called Glue Fabric Stiffener Glue. My only issue with this is, because I'm giving this away and it's going to go in the post, and more than likely February when it goes off, it's still going to be warm here. This could end up in a real gooey, gluey mess. So I don't want to make the tail feathers, so to speak, in case, because they are just going to flop. And I don't want to stiffen them, because there might be an issue with that, with the glue melting and everything everywhere. Plus, would you believe there's 150 stitches in this little thing? So I'm at a little bit of a loss what to do with my lovely lady. I thought maybe I've got floral wire. If you don't know what floral wire is, or florist wire, not floral, it's florist wire, and it's really sort of durable, very thin, dark green wire that florists use, hence the name floral wire. And I did think, if I made all of the tail feathers in the dark green instead of the dark and the light green, I could insert this into the center of the feather, and that might stiffen it, and then it'd be able to be angled and all the rest of it. So I need to give that some thought, but I'd love some feedback from you, what you think I should do. I can do a few things. I can make feathers and shove wire in them. I can make the feathers and just put them in with the dulled, and so whoever gets it would have to stiffen them and attach them themselves, or I just don't do it. Just don't do it. You don't want to have feathers coming out of your butt? No? Oh, okay, cool. I like her more and more. If you want to win Rita, in the comments, I want to win Rita. She's Rita the Rio dancer, but I think she's been drinking a little bit. So, you know, if you don't want a drunk in your house with a floppy head, you know, don't put your name down. Also, someone enabled me, and I think it was Coco's Crochet. It's from Coco Crochet. I don't know if anyone knows of her or not, but she showed this fabulous book, and it's called Crochet Animal Slippers. And as you can see, there are loads of different slippers there, and this is truly an amazing book. Now, like I say, I think it's from Coco's Crochet who did the book review of it, but like, if it wasn't her, I really apologize to who really did it, because it was a fantastic review. If it was you that did the review and you're not Litsa, shout me out in the, you know, tell me off in the comments and tell me to get me facts right. I don't know who it was, but I'll tell you why I love it. There's like 3 styles of each of these slippers that you can do. You can do them as a slip-on, you can do them as a baby booty, or you can do them as just a normal slipper shoe type thing. So here at the front you can sort of see the booty part. These are more of your slip-on with the low heel, and these are just the more of the normal slipper with, you know, with a bit of an ankle cuff to them. They can also be done in, I think it's, I'm not sure what the smallest size, oh hang on, here we go. Smallest size, well they've got kids, small, medium, large. They don't say what small is, but I'll give you an idea. These are the actual sizes. So small, medium, large in kids, and then small, medium, large in adults. They're the actual sizes. So the book shows you how not only to do the slipper sole. So you start off with the sole, I think. But they also have gussets. So, because you know, some people have really high arches. And that makes it very hard for them to keep a slipper on. I think the biggest problem with socks and slippers is that most people today have a very high heel, high arch, or they have just a really high foot, wide foot. So this also comes with a gusset that you can put on so that the foot will slip in and fit much easier. It explains how you can do your no-slip heels. No-slip heels, that can be done with a hot glue gun. You can just, that works quite well, I've been told, where you just do little dots of hot glue all over the sole. I've also got some puff paint, which you can sort of just paint onto the base. You can even write something cute on the base of the foot, like left and right if you like, or whatever, and let that dry. And that will grip. And I'm probably thinking even something like this. I think it does say, no it doesn't. Bose lace fabric. It doesn't say, well it might say, I'm sure I read somewhere that this was okay as well. So you can just sort of put this on in, I presume, blobs. And that will also help with the no slip. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about doing this because I think I might have mentioned that this month for me is going to be baby month, because maybe even next month might be baby month as well. Just putting it out there, because I'm going to be a grandmother for the first time in May. So there's a few things I want to make, including some slippers. I've got some yarn. I want to make some baby hats, and I also want to make a baby sleeping sack. So there's a few things I want to make, baby-wise. But, and I haven't got a picture of this, I mentioned a hungry caterpillar. I tell you why, because my daughter-in-law, well, not my daughter-in-law yet, she will be when my daughter and her get married. My daughter and my daughter-in-law have created a wish list off Amazon for what they want, you know, baby-wise. And one of the things was a sleeping sack and, you know, nappies and a cot and all the usual stuff. But one of the things they wanted was the book, The Hungry Caterpillar. Now, one of the things I have always wanted to do, and this is what I'm going to do all month. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to do it. And hopefully, some of you will join along, some of you won't. I hope more of you join. Where did that yarn come from? Every time I get on, I get yarn up my nose. Oh no, it's not yarn. It's not yarn. It's pussycat fur. She's been walking up and down my desk. Lately, my cat has decided that this table is for her just to sit on and look at me and go, pat, pat here, pat here. Yeah. And so I pat her and then the fur sort of sticks to my hands. But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make one video for each item that the caterpillar eats, because what I've always wanted to do, and there are kits out there that you can buy ready-made, like plushies, I think, where they come with a picnic basket, and inside the picnic basket they have all the items that the caterpillar eats. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to make all the items that the caterpillar eats, but I'm going to make a big caterpillar at the end, and with a big mouth that's open. It's not going to be stuffed, and we're going to put every item that the caterpillar eats into the caterpillar. That's my goal. So the caterpillar will be made last, because I need to know how big all the items are going to be. I'm going to try and keep them obviously as small as possible without being too small for arthritic hands and whatnot, because I don't want to make it too hard for people to achieve this, because I think The Hungry Caterpillar is a brilliant story. I always have loved it. And what I'm going to do is at the end, the caterpillar turns into a butterfly, as we know, and the idea is he wraps himself in a leaf, which becomes his cocoon, and then he bursts out as a butterfly. So I'm going to make the leaf as well. Once again, that'll have to wait till the very end after I've made my caterpillar and stuffed him with all the food, and then wrap him up and make sure that the leaf will be big enough. This is going to be a very much fly by the seat of my pants month. It's going to be, there's going to be no, I'm going to do an apple on Monday and this on Thursday, and no. I'm just going to make the videos, I'm going to put them up there, and I don't even know how I'm going to do half of these things until I'm actually sitting here doing them. But, I mean, a lot of them are easy. I mean, there's an apple, 2 pears, 3 plums, 4 strawberries, 5 oranges, a piece of chocolate cake, an ice cream cone, 1 pickle. Well, we all know where I'm going to go from a pickle pattern. Sanita, the pickle queen, who's fast becoming the gnome queen. But anyway, a slice of Swiss cheese. Now, that's going to be challenging, because my brain has been working overtime the last hour or so thinking how am I going to sort of crochet and have round holes in my crochet. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with something. I think I know what I'm going to do, but yeah. If I have to just do a normal slice of cheese, I'll do a normal slice of cheese. Slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, 1 slice of watermelon, And then it says 1 green leaf, and it says make it big. And then of course the caterpillar. So that's the goal for this month. It may spill over until next month, admittedly, because that's a lot of stuff to make. And like I say, I don't have any patterns. There are patterns available, but I don't want to use their patterns because I want to try and keep it, like I say, as small and as compact as possible for a few reasons. One, I don't want a huge caterpillar. Secondly, I've got to post this to the UK, so I don't want it to be too big or too heavy. Yeah, and you know, thirdly, I want to, I've got my own vision of what I want to do, so I want to stick to my own vision and be true to what I've always thought would be great to do for the Hungry Caterpillar. I haven't got the book, unfortunately, but there is a list of foods on the Google thing, and that gave me everything I need, and there's plenty of pictures out there of the Hungry Caterpillar, so that's not a problem. I may even end up knitting him. And then I thought, well, you know, depending on how big I need to make him, I might even get away with knitting him on my, it's not an Audi, I don't have one of them, they're too expensive. Not a Centro, I don't have one of them either. It's sort of like a home brand knitting machine from Spotlight, which is like our Michaels or your Joann's if you're in the US. So, you know, and I think it's 40 odd pins. So I thought if I did a long stretch of material, I could change colors, and then I could just like thread around, pull. I've got it in my mind. I know what I want to do. So this month we're going to, well, I'm going to, and I really hope you join me, because I think The Hungry Caterpillar is a great little story, and it's a great little project. And I was so pleased when I saw that the girls wanted this story for their kid. But I also noticed when I went on Amazon, they have an Aussie version where it's made by the same person, and it's The Hungry Caterpillar Visits Australia or something like that. And I thought, and I'm thinking, Australia, what foods is he going to eat? Well, on the front of the cover, it's got like pineapples and bananas and things like that. And I'm thinking, no, Aussies don't eat that. You need meat pies, Vegemite, sausage rolls. You know, no, we don't eat. Well, we do eat those things, but we also eat a lot of rubbish, really. Well, most. I mean, not most. I mean, you know, it's just like anywhere. You get your people, and they just love their junky food or their fast food. And we love our Vegemite as well. And if I was going to be doing the Hungry Caterpillar Aussie version, I would be really disappointed if they didn't have a jar of Vegemite in that pattern. So I might have to do that. I might even have to make a jar of Vegemite just to send, so the kid knows what Vegemite is, because we can't have this kid being raised without Vegemite. Goodness forbid. I mean, really true. And look, panda slippers. I think it's panda. Is it a panda? Or am I lying to myself? Oh goodness, what if it's not a panda? No, it's not a panda. It's a raccoon. Okay, it's a raccoon. Looks like a panda. I could make it panda-ish, and I could make it adult size, and I could send them somewhere to someone who's likes panda. Oh, look, see, little piggies. I mean, this book is just full of fabulous slippers, and I thought because they come in, they've got sloths as well. Oh, and koala bears. And I thought because they come in small, come in child and adult patterns. Admittedly, the adult and the child foot sizes, the kid's not going to be wearing these until they're probably 2 almost, by the looks of the size. There's a panda. I hope. Yes, rock and roll panda. So yeah, oh, sorry, I'm keep getting distracted, don't I? I thought it would be really cute if I made matching slippers for my daughter, her fiance, or my daughter-in-law, and the baby, who is, and I'm allowed now to tell you all, a boy. Yes, a boy. So I kind of wished it was a girl, only because there's so much nicer stuff for girls that you can make. You know, especially in crochet. Oh, look at all those beautiful lacy dresses that you can make for girls and everything else. And there's just so little that you can make for boys. So, but anyway, we're getting a boy. So, yeah, oh look, see? Even got little cuddly bears. So, I've blabbered on far too long, probably. I've probably sent you all to sleep or lost you all. That's what's coming up. All right, so. I don't want any feathers. She doesn't want the feathers. Put your name down if you want a winner. And people, you've got to start having to put your name down if you want her. And you're going to have to keep coming back and watching videos and liking the videos and saying again on a new video you like her. You can do it more than once. Not more than once per video. Has to be videos in February of 2025. Has to be in the comments. 1 comment per video. And it doesn't even matter. I mean, if I'm doing a video, if I'm like, you know, later on, I'll probably do the apple. I'm going to start with the apple. If I'm doing a video for the apple, you can go to the comments of that video after watching it and liking it and say, I want to win Rita. And then you go in twice. Now, there's already 2 people who have got their names down twice. And we're only on day, well, I've only done 2 videos for the month. So don't let them overpower everything. Try and get your name down as many times as you can, because you know, mind you, Alley Cat, aka Kimberly, will be very annoyed if she doesn't get Rita, because she thinks Rita would be the perfect companion for Eric the Viking. Eric the Viking went off on his journey today to Florida with the shawl that she also won, lucky woman, from Battle of the Stitches. Speaking of Battle of the Stitches, that stitch is doing my head in, but that stitch will be out on Wednesday. I did the video and I uploaded it, you know, scheduled it to go, and then I started making what I wanted to make with it, and I'm like, and it kept going smaller and smaller, and I thought, okay, I've obviously miscounting or doing something wrong. And I went back and I'm like, no. And then I realized that I just did the tutorial wrong, did the pattern, the initial pattern wrong, and now I have to redo the tutorial so I don't teach you all wrong. So I'm going to be doing that next. Oh, I should have said, sorry about the air conditioner. Like I say, it's hot here. I think that's everything. Why do I do this? I sit here and then I look around, and you're probably thinking, why does she do that every single time? Socks. I can't remember if I showed them on the video, on a video or not. I'm going to show them again anyway, because goodness me, I did finally get my socks done. 2 socks, rolled cuffs. Where's my foot? Here's my foot. See, I just rip off my foot. No, I didn't. I didn't rip off my foot. I'm lying again. I'm such a terrible liar. But there's my sock. And I was just so pleased how it came out. It's not the sock from Stephen West. I did have to find an alternate pattern. The sock for Stephen West, I'm going to put a picture of the sneak peek he sent us. If I manage to do that one, I'm going to write to the king and ask for an OBE or an MBE or whatever it is, because I'm going to deserve a medal of some form. So I'll put us in the sneak peek at the end so you can get some idea of what sock I'm expected to knit this month for Stephen West. I kind of was hoping it'd be easier than January's, but no, it's not. So I did my socks. So they're not starting. So I've got to do my socks at the same time as do my Battle of the Stitches, same time as do my Hooker versus Hooker, and I'm doing a Hungry Caterpillar. So there's lots to see this month. I do hope you keep coming back and watching and get something out of it, whether it's you know, the socks or learning a new stitch with the Battle of the Stitches, or whether it's sort of learning a bit of what we call free-form crochet with the butterfly wings that I'm still thinking about how to tackle, you know, in a good way. And then I'm thinking that butterfly could be my caterpillar when it comes out of his leaf. But he's a bit big, so I don't know. I really don't know. I guess it depends on how big my caterpillar is to begin with. But I thought that could be perfect if my butterfly is, you know what I mean, a comparable size to my butterfly is a comparable size to my caterpillar. I swear I never kissed a Blarney Stone. And if you don't know what kissing a Blarney Stone is, it's a legend in Ireland where they had, my grandfather kissed the Blarney Stone when he was in his 80s. And the reason why I say that with a bit of awe is because the Blarney Stone is up a, what would you call it? Old castle, ruined, excuse me, ruined castle. And so you've got to climb up all these steps. There's no elevators or anything. And my grandfather, he was a very fit man, so nothing like me. And so he climbed up there. But to kiss the Blarney Stone, which is a stone that hangs actually underneath a turret or something, and there's a hole in the wall, and you've got to go through on your back, and you get hung by your ankles basically, and then you kiss the Blarney Stone upside down, and it's meant to give you the gift of the gab. Clearly I don't need that. Can you imagine what I would be like if I kissed a Blarney Stone and had had my second cup of coffee? It doesn't bear thinking about. Anyway, I really am waffling now, and I don't know why. I should just sort of, ooh, they smell nice. Where do they come from? What's that smell? Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for, you know, if you've made it this far, I'll put you up for an OBE as well, or an MBE or whatever. And till next time, please learn from the past. Think about the future. And always, always live for today. And someone's ringing me from England. Oh dear. And I do not like the city it's ringing from, because that's where my father was born and lived until we came to Australia. So that more than likely is not going to be happy news. Anyway, that's a bit of a downer, isn't it? Maybe it said London. I don't know. I was trying to read it sideways. Anyway, take care, everybody. I will see you next time. Until then, bye for now.